Hey guys, it's Holly here for Access PlayStation. I'm with Rushy, who is the design director on Driveclub. We're stood in front of this beautiful machine that they've had done up for Gamescom. But of course, we're going to be talking about Driveclub. Now, you guys are showing a new demo here today. Tell us a little bit about the demo and what they can expect for people who are actually able to get hands-on.
Yeah, it's fantastic that the public can turn up to Gamescom and play it to their heart's content. We've got a new demo in a new location. We're showing off Canada this time around. You drive on the highway, it's Canadian, through a figure of 8 circuit with 4 new cars that we've not shown before. The Mercedes SLS that's behind her, Aston Martin Vanquish, Maserati Gran Turismo, and the Rough RT12R. So 4 entirely different cars, all which exhibit different sort of characteristics and play styles. And if you get a chance, try and play them all.
Now, the one thing I noticed from the previous demo, which you saw, this is looking absolutely incredible. It's come on leaps and bounds, but you know, I've always been interested in real features of it, like with the sun setting, the way it comes in. Let's talk through some of those really beautiful next-gen features that you guys have provided for Driveclub.
Yeah, well, what you just mentioned there about coming on leaps and bounds, you know, this is the game for launch and we're developing it, and at E3, Gamescom, every time you see it, it's going to look better and better. We're getting things like motion blur now into the mix. We're adding things like depth of field. Obviously, we've always shown off the dynamic time of day, and obviously we want to be racing at night, racing in the day, and we want to really show off the density of our tracks now as well. We're trying to populate them as heavily as possible and make it feel like these are real-world locations, not just barren tracks.
I mean, it was gorgeous. I mean, when the sun was coming through the window, you can see the reflection on the dashboard, the mottling of the leather as well.
Every little detail.
But let's talk about, you said about daytime as well. So if you're driving, say I'm doing my time trials, I'm just practicing, I'll get my speeds up. I mean, the sun sets, right? And everything changes?
Yeah, well, one of the cool things is you can send a challenge to someone and you can choose the rate of change of time of day. So you can say, I wanted to change it in real time. That will take forever. But you can obviously say 20 times, 30 times, or whatever sort of speed you want it to change. So the challenge could take place over 5 minutes. Half of it you'll be in daytime, half of it be in nighttime, and that's a completely different way to play.
Yeah, the dashboard, all the lights come on, the dashboard lights up, it's beautiful. Now obviously we know this isn't an arcade game, it's not a simulator, it's basically made its own kind of genre to sit in between of, let's face it. There's nothing else quite like it. But how do you guys feel about where Driveclub is for racing fans?
For racing fans, we hope it's something for everyone. We've got the accessibility, so if you're not necessarily a hardcore racer, you can jump in, throw the cars around, power slide and have fun. And importantly, because of the way we've set up the game, it's not just about being first across the finish line. You can win by being the best drifter or getting the highest top speeds. There are different ways to compete in Driveclub, either solo or as part of a club. But for those hardcore gamers who really want to kind of perfect the lap times and shave off milliseconds, the handling model has that depth, so you can trail brake into corners. You can apply the opposite lock at the right time to control the drift, and you can get the most out of it as a simulation as well. So yeah, it's the best of both worlds, hopefully.
Now, obviously, one thing for Driveclub is the clubs. That's the whole point. How many people can join a club together, and how can they interact? I mean, what if you've only got 4 friends? You know, can computers take the rest, or can you compete with just 4?
Well, the limit is 12, and obviously the minimum is 2. Straightforward. But yeah, it doesn't really matter how many people you got inside your club generally. You can still do all the same activities as a full club or a club with just 2. But obviously what we tend to find is that the more people inside the club, the more benefits you rack up very quickly, because everyone who's in your club contributes towards your overall fame. And what that fame does is unlock rewards for the club, rewards that are shared across everyone. So it's not something that you know, as a player that you can go through solo and expect to unlock things at the same rate. Being part of a club is actually really beneficial to be in.
Now, how are you going to reward these clubs? Obviously, it's great, you've got a bunch of 12 friends, you think you're the best out there, but how are Evolution Studios going to work with them to give them challenges and things to keep the game afresh and keep it alive?
Well, we've got Driveclub Live, and Driveclub Live, what we want to do is, as regular as possible, hopefully weekly, we'll be pushing out new challenges and new competitions, and we'll be able to invite specific clubs. So if you're like the best drift club in Driveclub, we can invite you to a specific event to compete against maybe the other best club. And yeah, we can really tailor the events to everyone out there.
Now, there are obviously 2 editions of Driveclub. We've got the Blu-ray edition, which will be the full and final game. You've also then got the PS Plus edition. Can we tell us what you get in the PS Plus edition, and are the tracks and cars that may be in the full edition, will they be available for DLC later on?
Yeah, with the PlayStation Plus edition, what you've got inside the game is all the core game features, all the same game modes, all the same access to Driveclub Live, the full single player. The only thing that we're limiting you on is some of the content. So you won't have all the cars, you won't have all the tracks. And you'll be able to purchase the cars either individually or for a discounted price, buy the upgrade to get the full version.
Perfect. Well, there you go, guys. Drive Club is obviously coming to PlayStation 4 exclusively from the amazing Evolution Studios. You guys can carry on watching our YouTube channel for more videos from Gamescom. Rashi, thank you very much, and you're a lucky man because I believe you get to get in this car and be driven around.
I'm going in there right now.
I'm very jealous. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you for watching.